Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Honeybee Farmstead.
Good girl.
Today is going to be a little bit of a different video as we're butchering 2 pigs with a friend of ours on another homestead. So before we do, we have to get on with our normal chores for the day, and that includes milking Sadie, feeding all the animals, and making sure everyone's got fresh water. So come along with us.
Good girl, Sadie.
And yes, we are still hand milking because the machine hasn't been fixed yet, but we're getting into rhythm and it's all working really well.
Good girl, Sadie. Take it inside.
Come on, Susie. We like to give little Susie more of an opportunity at the milk. I'm going to spray your little horn buds again. We want them to stay. We leave him on his tether. He's obviously quite a bit bigger. He has a lot more of the food and all that sort of stuff. So we let Susie go first. And no, you can't have this. They're not for you. They're for the babies. All right, so we have to duck up the dam to grab some dam water for the goldfish out the front. I just thought I'd show you my plants have been absolutely hammered by the bore water because we didn't realise the HydroSmart wasn't working, and obviously the salts were too high without the HydroSmart. That thing really does work. Alex has fixed it now, but we thought we filled that up with dam water because the pH is 8, so it's nice. And then we added a whole thing of sea salt, and so we've been drenching this area with sea salt and the lawn to try and bring them back because it's heartbreaking. But let's crack on and go to the dam. Put him back so he's safe.
Okay. Can I put him back? Come on.
Nature. Another job we had for today was to tidy up and change the water out on the goldfish that we got with the aquaponics, and also Mitch and Brock went to Collie and found some wild goldfish. And when I say the term wild goldfish, it's tongue-in-cheek because they're not native to Australia, so it means that some idiot at some point has let their goldfish go into the river system and they've bred up, and they're a pest species. So if we catch them, we're allowed to take them. It's actually illegal to put them back in the water. So they brought them home. I'll show you guys. I've just emptied almost all the water out, and we're about to take a trip to the dam and fill up the firefighting unit so that we can put water that's not, like, we don't want to put tap water or anything in there because it shocks them. But we know that the dam water at Hippo Rock has already got fish in it, so the water's good for that, and we've tested the pH and everything, so they'll be happy and healthy in there. I'll show you, I made them some little hidey holes to lower their stress. So that guy, he's wild caught, and so is that one there. And I just made them some little caves. And there's not very much water in here because we've emptied a lot of it out, but they'll be fine. This unit is run on solar, and it charges those batteries, and that powers that little pump.
He's fine.
Yeah, they'll be fine. He looks a little bit stressed and he's a bit munched on because he was out in the wild. But we are going to add some nice dam water. I want to probably put a hollow log, like a decent sized hollow log in here.
Like a big one like that.
Yeah, big enough for him to get in. And then, yeah, I'll get some lilies and we'll put them in there and just make it a little bit more nice for them. So, do you want me to take that? All right. So we're at Riz and Shona's house, and they have got a truck set up with a fire thingy lifter. And let's go meet the boys that we are butchering. So these big guys here .
No.
Hello. Hi, Piggy. Hey, Piggy. So, these guys have been organically raised, ethically raised, treated with love and kindness in the best conditions that you can get. And yeah, so he looks like Dickie Knee from behind. He looks like Dickie Knee from behind. You don't know who Dickie Knee is, hey Brock? Off Hey Hey It's Saturday. Do you remember? Are you old enough? You're too little as well. Oh, cute. Shona's too young to know who Dickie Knee is. Hey Hey It's Saturday in Australia. The dorkiest show on the planet.
Hey, hey, it is Saturday.
Hey Hey It is Saturday. So what are we doing here? Why are we setting it up like this, guys?
Smolder the hairs.
So this bath is going to sit in here because the burner,
Our backs pretty fuzzy. We had to
check this out. Apparently Bunnings sell them. But how much? 99? 90 bucks. And it's the big 3-ring burner too. So that is going to sit in the middle there underneath the bath. We fill it up with water. Have we got a plug?
No, we can't do a plug, it'll get melt.
No.
No, get a wood plug.
You need something to plug the
Yeah,
bottom.
you put a plug in there, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Just get a bit of
And then we scald at 67 degrees
Really?
exactly. And then we pull it out. Once it's been sitting for a bit, we pull it out and check the hairs. If the hairs are pulling away easily, then we can put it up and start rubbing the
we
hairs
got
off.
this, and we got this to help us out.
I know, that's wicked.
I don't think it's going to do it.
You reckon it's going to lift them?
It's
Rocker.
lifted, it lifted what's called? What did it lift? That big bathtub there?
Yeah, but those
They're
pigs are heavy.
Oh, it'll do it.
Cut. Why are we cutting?
Because you're swearing.
It's like 2.5 tons.
It'll do it.
Hey?
It'll do
That
it.
carries
Pick me
2.5
up with it. Me and
Yeah.
you. I'll
At
hug
full
you.
reach.
I'll hug
2.5
at full reach.
Yep. Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Come on, Mitch. I rig for a living.
Oh, yeah.
400 kilos.
Hey?
That's not
400
400 kilos, I'll tell you that right now.
Pig.
Nope.
Half of
At
it,
full
please.
extension, 400 kilos.
Yep.
Sure.
Right there.
Yep.
At 5.5
This is what they're
Dad, look
referring
up.
to.
Dad.
Oh, buddy.
That's what it says.
Riz.
Riz says he's going to move this close.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
So we are going to go for a look later. And actually, let's go now. Do you want to come with me?
To do what?
We're going to show everyone how our homesteading friends have set up their area, because it's very different. It's very different to ours, but works, looks cute as hell. I really like it. I'm going to show you guys where they keep their breeding pigs and the setup and why it's like that. Riz and his dad run a business called Replant It, and they specialise in moving large trees to new locations. They have all the machinery and they know about trees and how to work them and things. So this is his orchard area, and if you pay attention to the fencing, because this is where he keeps his pigs, you'll see it's been really well thought out. So there's a laneway running the full length of the enclosure, but he's got rotating garden beds, so he can obviously let them in that gate. He plans to extend down the back so you can see that gate there. And then he hasn't got this bit fenced yet, but he's got one garden space. This is another gate in. Another garden space. There's a third and a fourth there. So he can obviously access all of them. And the gates turn so that they can be used to block each other and different things like that. It's been so well thought out, and I think it's really cute. The pigs did break through over there, but he's left it like that until he's found a proper solution, because he doesn't want them to just keep trashing the fence. So here, that little wallow there, he fills with water and the ducks swim in it and the pigs wallow in it, like this guy over here, one of his girls maybe. And then he pumps that dirty water out into his garden and uses that to irrigate his garden, which is such a good idea because it's sort of inoculated water. Works wicked. So they've got, I think it's more aesthetically pleasing to have this shorter fencing. The chickens go hang around here, and they clean up all the bits the pigs haven't eaten, scratch around and all that sort of stuff. But look at how his pigs live. They are so spoilt. A bit of soaked grain, fresh water, and a lovely soaking pond. Hello, lady. Now, these two girls have been in with the boy, so they're probably pregnant, and the cycle will continue. Look how happy you are. Pig, pig, pig. What are you talking about? I love it. It's gorgeous. Now, up here, he's got a whole other setup. So they keep ducks and chickens and things, and geese, and they're working with a really elevated block. So it slopes up, and you can see how he's cut it in sections, and he's been growing fruit trees up there. But up in there, there's like a duck pond that he's cut into the side, and he put all citrus around because they're a heavy feeding plant. We'll take you there another day with Riz and we'll have a discussion and he can sort of explain what his thinking is behind it and stuff like that. But while they're getting ready, I thought I would show you. I love nothing more than partnering with other homestead friends that I know keep their animals so ethically and with heaps of heart. So these guys have made sure and are still making sure that all of their animals get the freshest, healthiest organic food scraps and a diverse range of foods. So and he also makes, I'll show you guys, it's so cool. So he's done a lot of studies on soil health and making soil and stuff. So this is where I'm going to be buying my compost when I get my garden ready to go, I think by next spring. But this is his pit. And he makes his own compost with the piggy poo, the pea hay, loads of cow poo, mulched down tree mulch and things like that, and lets it sit and turns it over and stuff. So he grows. So I make all the peach and plum jam I've made recently has been made with fruit from this place. And I tell you what, the fruit trees being fed on that mulch that compost is amazing. Really, really so different to anything you'll ever try in the shop. So, and ripened on the tree as well. There's no comparison. So we're going to get back over there and start the process.
Let's go.
This will
big Rizla.
a bit all the paint burns off them, which is a great idea. I love that.
Yeah.
Painting something that also then be burning later. Right. You know, let's just do that with
How much does that cost you?
They're $90.
They're not that bad.
Oh yeah.
It's not bad.
How's that go? Yeah, boy. Why is one flame bigger?
Because the gas bulb.
Oh, because it hasn't been set. It's got a little richness mixture setting.
Oh, does it?
You see those little those brassy collars
Yeah.
closest to you? You got to wind them out a bit until the flame. You can't see any yellow, I think, in the flame.
Maybe we should.
There you go, because one of them's super yellow and one's blue.
Oh, that's hot. That one there, Bronco. See the little collets on them? Oh, yeah.
So you wind them
One
out.
No. Go in more. That right here, Bronco. See? You see it? Look. That one there.
They think, are we having a
These
hot
ones are
bath?
blue.
You sure are. You sure are, piggies.
These come out.
Here, is it? Yep. Give it a little flicky flick.
No, Riz, we can't open this one.
No. You don't want yellow.
Hey, piggy,
No, what
piggy.
yellow? What blue?
Hey,
Bubble
piggy,
green,
piggy.
dark.
Who's a pretty piggy?
Mum, don't warm their hearts for you.
We're allowed to give them love.
Yeah.
That's ethical butchering there.
You can pat them, but don't show the
Look at-
camera. No, there's other people that think different.
Not my viewers. My viewers are super supportive and amazing. Now, what are we going to do today that we did different with Harvey?
Cut
Asshole
the
out.
asshole out.
Cut the asshole out of the beast. Ready? We need 67.
On the way.
What's that, Liz?
Oh, just a bit of sprouted wheat.
Oh, yum, they love it.
Bit of pig bait.
What you can see here is just minutes after the pig has been put down, and you can, if you see a little bit of flinching, that's not unusual. It's just nerves in the body. What the boys are doing is putting a knife hole through the back of the tendon on both the front and the back legs, because as you can see, that pig is gigantic, and we think we might have to turn it around to be able to scald the entire pig in that bath. So yeah, that's what the boys are doing there. On the end there.
That's
start pushing around a bit. Come there a bit more, I reckon.
Next to the actual killing of the pig, the scalding is probably the most important part if you want to keep the skin on the pig, which is where all your crackle is. So a couple of hints we learned are that the temperature of the water has to be 67 degrees, and that it's best to have a whole heap of people standing around the animal when it's pulled out of the water to work on it really quick, because then once that pig carcass cools back down, the skin goes kind of gelatinous and it's really, really hard to do. Yeah, so this pig didn't go as well as we'd hoped, so a lot of it got turned into mince and we didn't end up keeping the crackle on. And at the end we got a flame torch and, you know, blew off the rest of the hair. But yeah, that's what you get when you leave the pig to be the size of these pigs here. Yeah, but the second pig worked a lot better. We didn't have a whole heap of other spectators around by the second pig because we left the second pig till the second day. For us, it wasn't such a big deal that we removed the skin off the areas that had fur still on them, as we were mainly looking to do a lot of sausages, salamis, cacciatoris, chorizo, that sort of thing. Where are you going?
I'm sharpening some knives.
Why?
Round two at Riz's.
Round two at Riz's house. And one of the most important things to note is that make sure all of your knives are super sharp.
Yep.
And you're 100% prepared for every occasion. Everything that could develop.
What a day so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, bro. All right.
That's exactly how it's meant to
Central
be.
kill.
On our second day, second pig. It just got too late last night and we didn't want to be doing it by daylight. I mean, torchlight. He's still bleeding out. We're not showing that because of who needs to see that, but
Not
very successful kill. Nice and clean, just how you like it. We used all our hooks last night, so we've fashioned these nice and strong Rio bar.
Go same Rocco. Go through the inside. Yeah. All right.
That's what the strongest part to hang them with.
One on that side, like that. Yeah, that.
This piece of machinery is handy to have, eh? Now we're going to wash off all the mud so that this water doesn't get as disgusting as last night's. Plug this in. There we go. Here. Do you want it or do you want me to do it? I can do it. want me to, let me know when you want the hose on.
I've got blue. Rob, can you take that blue valve
Do you want me to do it?
Right.
You want it? Try and get in and get it off pretty quickly. You don't want to cool the body down. Just get it really quickly done.
Yep, hold it. So when we pull this out to clean it,
As in, like, what do you do?
to
Like,
crank your head up on it and
Chuck it back around.
It's all the way
Oh,
up anyway.
you cut holes in the front legs, laying it
Alright.
back and then pull it up front legs.
Linda.
Not yet.
Oh, come on, yeah.
I think we're going to pull the front stairs, stick it with that,
Raise him. Raise him.
So when you grabbed that feet last night, I had real good success when it first came out. Just pull.
Well, who's ready? Me.
Go around that side.
Yep. Who jib out this one?
Around that side.
This one. Come on, watch out.
Oh, we're coming this way, are we? Okay, yep.
Camera film.
Yeah. All we have to do is turn this.
Beautiful. Yep. Right there. Right there. Oh, this one. Bring it this way. Go.
And this is the most important part. Once the pig has been scalded, everyone needs to work together really quickly to get as much of the hair off as you possibly can. A good scald, the pig should come away really clean. But yeah, the bigger the pig, the harder it is to do, we've discovered. The smaller pigs, the hair comes out nice and easy. But yeah, many hands make light work. And this is how we had to flip the giant beast around so that we could scald the other end of the pig. So we lowered his back end in while people held the front part that we've already scalded, and then I removed the hooks out of the back and we put 2 more holes in the front 2 legs and we hoisted up the other way.
Stick it off. Stick it off. No, that one. That's one. Yeah. Wait, it's crispy. It's nice one. Rocco, quickly scratch. You gotta scratch. Scratch that man.
No, bro. It's good.
He said no bro no, not go bo go.
Not even actually crispy. It was faux crispy.
Faux crispy.
You know the smell of the burn hair?
Yeah.
It tastes like it. It's good. I think it's testing but
Can you show all our YouTube friends how you cut the bum hole out, babe?
Why? I'm glad you asked.
Because it's so important.
Why do you? Even if you cut the bum hole out,
extra flavour.
it does not make it.
Still half attached. You want me to come up?
So pigs are like fairly dense inside. Is that dense the wrong word?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, moist. No, proper.
They're moist as well, but dense is the word Dad was looking for.
Slightly packed.
Oh, there's a fly in there.
Fly in there.
So, you just want to work your way around. a very sharp knife, and then we're looking at cutting. And then what you find is you can probably work your way down. And as you go,
Around the outside.
just you do that.
Do you reckon that it would be easier if you cut from that area down through his balls like you did last night? Start the cut from the back end? So you could get access, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, nice. It's a lot better.
So now, if you went from there down, because you're already starting that section's open and you might be able to actually have...
Slow-mo that. His ass tickles.
Okay. Pop the leg up. Seriousness now?
We're being serious. Let's It's really handy to have something to put the gut and all the waste that you're putting in a plant hole nice and handy.
What have you done it for?
No, Liver King loves the roids.
Hang on. You can't penis. Testicle. Oh, testicle tendon.
Dogs will love it too, on it.
Behind you. Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitch.
See you later.
Yeah, oh, Rodders. Shout out to Rodders.
Yeah.
Rocco.
Like the idea of So what are you doing there, Dad?
I'm just cutting, making a line.
And he's not piercing any of the gut yet.
No, it's just the skin.
Yep, just making sure that
You're on the right set, don't worry.
Oh, thanks, bud. So, like, the crazy thing about this is they're so dense with all their fat and organs.
So you kind of need
So you
these
just
kind
gotta
of spread it out.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
Do you have like a big
No,
pole?
but come around here. So I'll just need you to hold that and someone else
I'll hold this.
or like that, Rocco. Yeah, probably too aggressive. That's all right. We'll work with that.
Be careful not to pierce any gut bag.
Miss Mum.
No, we're telling everyone that's what they're careful
Oh,
Explaining to people.
how's that looking? My fingers in the way?
Like a surgeon.
Dad, you should be on one of the episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I know. I am.
So, yeah.
Another thing that is super important to note, if you've never done this before, is just how the anatomy of the animal works and where you want to cut and things. So how Alex is demonstrating here, down the center, you have to not go too deep and just slowly work your way through, especially if you're a first timer. We have done this lots of times over many years, so we know where everything is. But if you're new to it, like these other guys in the picture were, that's why they're sort of standing back and watching someone who's done it before. And that's something that we strongly advise. Reach out to someone who knows what they're doing and just go and watch, when they're next butchering and see if you can join in. So it's a few days later and we're cutting the pigs up. So we're waiting on Riz and we're sharpening knives. Always work with sharp knives, hey? Makes life a lot easier. These guys are going to school.
See ya,
Bye guys, love you.
Have a lovely day. Be good.
Well, we should take the carrots out to the You want to get suspended? Do you know what's funny about that? She wants to get suspended, but she's never naughty enough. She only wants to get suspended so she can stay home. But I'm like, well, you have to be super naughty. And she's like, no. It's like, well, that's the only way you're getting suspended. Hilarious. Anyway, day 2, but technically not. There's been a few days. The pigs have been hanging for nearly a week. Nearly a week. He's got his Compton phone on.
For 5 days.
About 5 days. You can do it for longer. They can hang for 10. Try not to go over that because of, you know, things start. Things start to rot as well.
No, not really. More that when it's in the core for too long, it dries out and it starts getting hard. So you can't really, especially with pigs, because they got that protective skin layer.
Ew.
As soon as that dries up, you can't get through it.
Yeah, I think they saw that on the butchering day. So I'm off to milk, and then we'll go up to the shed and watch them butcher or like cut it up. Come on, Mina. Coming? Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Otherwise you get trapped, don't you? You get locked out. Coming? Alrighty. Don't chop your fingers off, Brocco. See, he's all chefed out to chef for the cows. Quite a lot of the time at Spud Shed we'll get a big bag of carrots.
Mina's eating them. Here you go, Mina.
No, she loves carrot. And we'll chop them up and put them in with the cows. Sadie hasn't tried carrot yet, so we don't know how she's going to respond. But we got to get milking before the butchering starts and try and get it all done so we can go up and help bag up and things like that. So let's get cracking.
Alrighty, I'm doing a bit of filming for Mum. We're in the butcher's room. Aircon's on. About to crank some tunes and butcher some pigs. I'll show you what's in here, but we gotta wait for that to cool down.
Music over it. So we're in the meat room. Too many people for the meat room. The rest of this footage is going to have music over it because we jam music and I don't want to be demonetized when I'm eventually monetized.
Party cooker.
So we'll show you where we're at. While I was milking, these guys did all this. Are these just chops for now?
Fine.
Take off the fat. There's so much fat. Babe.
Can you turn it off?
No.
Yes.
I like to abuse you on camera.
No. Take it away.
Take the fat off.
He's got and that sort of stuff, but it's definitely a good one to have on the team.
Are you doing a rolled roast there, honey?
Yeah, just trying to bone. Dig the blade out. It's getting there.
Big picky picky.
Take away.
Take me away.
Oh, is that the shoulder blade?
It's the shoulder blade, buddy.
I see. I feel like it's not.
Those bags are awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Were they more expensive than the other ones? Marginally? You didn't pay much attention though? Offcuts that are no good.
These
Tallow.
ones.
Not tallow, lard. Pig is lard, tallow is beef.
Yep.
And mince for sausages and things.
Yeah, these ones like $38.
It's pretty good.
And then the other one was like, definitely was cheaper, I think. But it's only got one roll.
You know what you start doing?
So really not cheaper.
Not that much cheaper.
Order bulk from
Yeah.
NBL.
NBL, yeah.
Is that like a catering supply company or something?
Butchery.
Oh, yeah.
You just call up.
It's
hey,
near Armidale.
what can I do?
It's
for
where
you?
we get all these.
Okay.
Nah, it's like the proper big shop, big, and then you.
I know,
order
it's in
boat.
Canning
Yeah,
Vale.
it was right next to me work.
You can order the
Canning
boat
Vale.
bag,
And they're cheap too.
Yeah.
About 35 for a 100,000 roll. Like bag on a roll. 1,000. 100. Maybe it's 100 on a roll.
Yes, more like it.
Sorry, my mum was just unpackaging meat and putting in meat into our own bags.
I can smell it over here. It's probably because of the kidneys, eh?
No,
Kidneys are yuck.
My hands are only sort of just coming.
It's not the smelliest of meats. It's pretty good.
Lamb's lovely. You can't even smell lamb.
Goat's gamey.
Be careful with that knife, Dad.
It's hacking at it.
Be careful with that knife, Dad. As soon as that touches your skin,
Did
it's
it?
picturing you.
That's it, buddy. 100%.
Little nail
What do we
guns.
call these? Are these
This is all shoulder rust, buddy.
these
Know
ones
what
on
he
here
was
bacon
pointing
bones?
at.
Oh,
Yeah, like smoking bones. Do you make
Bones.
soup?
Smoke.
Snow bones.
Bones.
While we watch Alex bone out these roast sections, I wanted to give you a few tips on what we found, especially while doing such a large amount of meat. This meat, like a pig was going to our homestead and the other pig was going to Riz and Shona's homestead. But before we even entered into the slaughter of the animal and, you know, butchering and stuff, we made sure that we prepped ourselves completely and we got marinades for everything we wanted marinade. We got string for all the roasts we wanted tied up. We got vac seal bags so that we could vac seal everything. We made sure we grabbed labels so we could date and label everything, because when things are frozen they don't often look like they did and you have to then try and remember what was what. We got sausage casings ready and the sausage mixes ready, and yeah, just generally got prepped and planned everything so we knew what we were doing with every cut of meat, and we're able to do that really quickly. Otherwise it can drag out over a week if you're waiting for things to come, you know, in shipments, or if you're waiting to get to a shop to get a certain thing. So quite often during the year I'll buy different marinades I might like with pork, or dry rubs and things like that, so that when it comes time for butchering we have it all there already and there's no need to worry about trying to put it together at the last minute.
Hey, babe, what are we doing here?
Mincing, I can't use this anyway because of your music, but I'll voice over it. Mincing up for sausages.
I can't hear anything yet.
We've already got our chops, and we've already got our roasts, and we're marinating ribs.
That smells really good, doesn't it?
I want the rest of the ribs in there, which is one big lot of ribs.
Alrighty.
Massive day. Well, the butchering day is one massive day, and the slaughtering day is one massive day. The butchering and cut up day is another massive day. And so much mucky, gross things to clean up. So if you have a look at the finished product, yuck. So we bury all this under the ground and let the worms take care of it. This is all going in the house to be cleaned and disinfected. Get all this muck out.
Give us a good hose out.
Take it down, pressure clean it, and then we disinfect everything. Ew, gross.
Ready for all over again.
So we're doing sausages in the next couple of days. So this one here, because we ran the fat through it for the lard last, so that it's fairly well clean and preserved. So we just put this in the cool room to keep it fresh. And tomorrow we're going to do sausages. But yeah, that's our lard container. So in batches I'll do that in the slow cooker. And
the things turned out alright.
be able to create shelf-stable lard for us to use. So I just want to turn you guys around and show you finished product. There's all the mince for all the sausages, and we'll probably pull whatever's left over, we'll put in bags for with spaghetti and that. We've got chops and marinades and all that sort of stuff. There's all hams in these big ones. So we'll probably do a video on how we make hams. We even get the kidneys. And the heads are in here too. I don't know if you want to see that, so I'm not going to show you. But they are, because we are going to whole roast them in the fire. One of the big tips, well, we've got a few tips, don't we, babe?
Yeah.
I'll start with some, and then whatever I've missed, Alex can let you guys know. The number one thing that I have found when you're butchering any animal is to think about what you're going to turn that meat into and be prepared. So we made sure we had tons of different rubs, and I had a bottle of pineapple and habanero like marinade.
Have all your marinades ready?
So everything's ready, and then you mix it and stuff. That's what the big bowl was for. We mixed up all our marinade, and we put all our spices and herbs and rubs and things on everything, and then we'll just leave it for a couple of days bagged, and then we'll freeze it, and all the flavors will be imparted in the meat. So in the past we didn't do that. We didn't think ahead enough, but we found that that's the best way now. We also have a ton of skins in our fridge for sausage making, because you don't want to be like, oh, I forgot to get that, and then another week out and your meat might turn on you. I mean, yeah, turn on you and get nasty. We also purchased these. So these are your sausage flavorings, the easy way you can do it, the old school way where you get a recipe and you make it up yourself. But for us, it's literally 10 kilos of meat, 2 litres of water, and one of these bags, and you mix it all up by hand and you make sausages. It's super.
Oh yeah, and the only reason why we do that is just because in the past I've tried to make it myself, and the sausage meal that combines at the binder, it's very hard to do.
Get it perfect.
Unless you know, that's your everyday kind of hobby.
It's so much more convenient as well. So you get 10 kilos of, say this one's going to be truffle and parmesan, yum. We've got 10, this is for when we kill a sheep, minted lamb. We've got a chorizo mix, so we'll do 10 kilos of chorizo. We use a lot of that. We've got red wine and herb. We've got ranch double smoked, but we're going to use that for beef. We think that that would be a beef sausage. And we've used this one before. This is like the 3rd or 4th bag that we have of cracked pepper and Worcestershire, however you pronounce it. It is delicious. Now, we've had cracked pepper and Worcestershire in pork. We've had it with goat sausage, and I've got to say the goat sausage was my favourite with cracked pepper and Worcestershire. So yeah, just some little hints. Now, we didn't show you the entire process for a couple of really good reasons. The first one being that when you're getting in the groove of it, especially a couple of really large pigs, you like to have a bit of music going and have a bit of a laugh. Every now and again there's swearing, etc, etc. So I don't do that. Anything where that is, there'll be music over, because, you know, kid friendly and whatnot. Not that you're probably showing your kid butchering anyway, but that's one reason. And the second reason is there's already really amazing YouTubers doing the butchering part, and I'll just refer back to the Bearded Butchers and the Farmstead Meatsmith. They're the two that we use to educate us on different cuts and all sorts of things. So I'll link them below, but go and check them out. Yeah. So now the next part is, the next time Alex is home, we're going to kill a couple of our wethers, which are a desexed male sheep. that we've had growing out in our paddock, and they are chunky, aren't they?
Oh, beautiful.
Ready to eat. So these pigs actually belong to our friend, as I said in the beginning of this video, or like part 1. They had 2, so we get 1, they get 1, and then next time we kill a sheep, we're going to kill them 1 and make sure that all the love goes around. So, and obviously, you know, we'll have them over for dinner, for roasts and different things. It's what we do. It's the Homestead way. So, couple of massive days for us.
So the cleanup.
The cleaning part is the worst part. I think we'll just do this room today, and then we'll do the cleaning of the
What's my favourite animal to butcher, honey?
lamb. Because it's the easiest. But, I mean, lamb meat's delish too, right? But it's super easy. The easiest animal to butcher that we've done so far is definitely a lamb. And it's so much less messy too, right?
Right.
Because it's so much easier. But anyway, bit of diversity.
That's it.
It's nice to have friends.
Take the good with the bad.
It's nice to have friends around and have a laugh, and, you know, it's making memories. So I'm going to go and have a very hard-earned bevy. You're going to stop and do that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go have a bevy, and we just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, subscribe. Comment below, definitely tips, tricks, and just comments.
So guys, always open to
Advice, but also I'm so loving all the comments of support and love and kindness that we get. Thank you to everyone who comments, we really love it. And until the next video, cheers guys. Take care of each other, and bye for now.
Someone's almost taking
Whoa, look out for your leg.
on the old sidecar.
Yeah.
Oh! Keep going, keep going, keep going! Oh, through the deadly giddy fowl. Yeah. Through the high spikes. Oh, it's a deadly minefield.
Ladies over there having a feast.
Oh, he's
with
over
their-
it. He knows he wants it.
Look how close they're getting.
Go.
I want one, Dave.
I want one.
I'll break my fucking leg.
I'll have the biggest bloody seat on it. Big not a bad boy.
Armchair.
Good man. Oh no, it's just his leg just pops up by his head, eh?
Flaps about in the wind.
Go, buddy!
Bugs.
Dirt in your mouth.
Nah, bugs.
Oh, you got to fly up, yeah. Oh, that's not a nice feeling.
Why are you shaking?
Because it can feel it's still moving.